Yo, hi YouTube. Welcome to another video. I analyzed my profits and losses kind of. From yesterday to today, I lost even more. Like now I'm below like how I entered the month. Well, no, but that's how it is. But what I analyzed was MetaTrader 5 Day introduced kind of a new functionality, the overview. And there I saw what I was already like thinking, and this is the symbols. I never liked trading New Zealand dollar. Nothing against New Zealand, but New Zealand dollar is expensive in sense of commissions, in sense of the swap. Like all this is expensive. Also, the spread is high, and yeah, I never really liked trading it, but I calculated profitable set files. So I started to try it, and like this is what trading consists of, like always trying out new things, then deleting them or sticking to them and improving them even more. And this is what I saw. Like you can see in this list here, like almost all, or I think all New Zealand dollar pairs, they are losing money. Or they lost money. And this is what I was thinking about. And now I made the conclusion, okay, I will not use those set files anymore. And I also made like another analyzation. Let's see in the downloads folder. I got this list. This is a report that I created. And when I put in the filter here and filter for all New Zealand, does it work like that? Yeah, easy. When I filter for all New Zealand pairs and I calculate like the win amongst them, it's the sum is minus 640, and this is a lot. This has to be profitable. If it's just one pair or two pairs, okay, like this is statistic, it can happen, but among all of them, yeah, this just makes me feel like more secure. Okay, that's nothing that I want to trade in the long term. And this also reduces the number of the pairs that I have to backtest, which makes the backtests faster. Yeah, so I removed them. This was one part of the analyzation that I made, and the second part is let's close this. I saw like the distances are super far away. Now this doesn't look like super far away, but this is the 12-hour time frame. And why I chose this, I will explain you. Like what happened some like a week, 2 weeks, something like that ago, the Bank of Japan for the first time raised their rates, and this had like a strong impact among almost all forex pairs, but especially of course USD JPY. And well, this is the JPY, for example, so the volatility increased a lot. And this wasn't something that I had implemented in my EAs, like a volatility filter. I didn't really believe in it. I was reading about it, but yeah. So now I see, okay, it's true. I have to use it. And I will show you the example here because this is a trade. This one, the 0.03 lot size buy on cut JPY, this one, it opened on 7th of August. Today is the 20th. So this is almost 2 weeks, not 2 weeks of trading days, because for exactly this, I implemented a time closer that after 10 trading days, this position will be closed. Doesn't matter where it is. Because after 10 days, either like it hit the stop loss or the trailing stop loss or the take profit, anything. But if after 10 days the idea didn't result in what I expected it to be, it's a loss. I was false. And yeah, so close it. So this will be closed soon. But anyway, it is since the opening more or less in profit, as you can see, a super small profit, of course, because the stop is so far away. I always risk like 0.1% of my equity, which is 100. It should show this. Yeah, 120. Well, more or less. Um, so what the EA does, and what I don't want it to do anymore, is it trades on the 12-hour time frame. That's cool. It calculates like 120 bars backwards and looks for the lowest candle because it's a buy position. So from its opening here, 120 bars somewhere there, somewhere here. Okay, until here, it looks for the lowest bar. So the lowest bar, of course, is here. Boom. So then it takes this distance, which is like, well, more or less 500 pips. And 500 pips is a lot. This is not where it should be. And from those 500 pips, it takes 120% as the stop loss. So from 500 pips, 120% is 600. So this should be around 600 points. Yeah, 576. You see, 600 pips as a stop loss is super far away, because from this stop loss, it also calculates the orange line, which is the log profit line. So when the price hits this line, the trailing stop kicks in, which is also calculated by the stop loss distance. This is 40%. So 40% of 600, was that like 200, 250, 280, something like that. So this line should be a like 250 pips, something more or less like this. Yeah, well, well, pretty much like this. Yeah, 260 pips, bueno, more or less. So after reaching 250 pips, it starts to use the trailing stop, which is super far away. Bueno, for cut JPY, of course, this can move like 100 or 200 pips in a day, but this is not how it's supposed to be. And there are set files that use like 80%, not 40. So what I want to code in, what I already coded in, well, I don't know when, but this is some time ago, the minimum stop, because there can be mistakes like from the broker, they deliver 0 as a number, and they say like the minimum stop should be 0, but that's false. They deliver a false number. The minimum stop cannot be 0. So if it opens or if it tries to open a position with a stop of 0 points, the position can't be open and it runs into errors. So I implemented this. Now I also want to implement like the other side of it, like a maximum stop. Like for example, here in cat JPY, I want to hard code it like this, hard code it like 100 pips. So whenever this distance is more than 100, don't open the position, because this will result in exactly this, in many losses, like they occurred here, like many losses. It all happened because of super far distances. Um, so this is the second part of the analyzation, and I already did this with this one, the mono A. It's the A that uses just one moving average. Well, sorry, still sick. So what I did is I entered like the inputs menu and started to look for the right section, which is the stop settings. And there's the line input of type integer minimum stop loss. And I created this line maximum stop loss of 1000 points. Yeah. So then I went to the buy opening. This is where I check for all conditions if they are met for well, a buy opening. And this is the statement to open it, the buy position, and this is the value for the stop loss. The stop loss is created here in this function, stop calc long. So this is where I entered stop calc long. And I said, okay, if this long distance is higher than my max stop loss, multiplied by points, of course, because they all have like different points and digits, the different pairs. If this is true, then make this print statement, hey, this is too high, trade will not be opened, put it to 0, the distance long, and say like, this is German, that no more long trades during this candle can be opened, because if it's in the 12-hour time frame and you do this like just on every on tick on every new 1 minute bar, this will open like non-stop statements, boom 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 boom, and it's not necessary to check this again and again. This just costs you performance, especially in backtests. So after one check it says, hey, it's prohibited, don't check anymore during this 12-hour candle. Yeah, and then return the 0. It returns this here and it says, okay, cool, check if this is 0, then continue. If it is not 0, then yeah, just go back. Yeah, finished. Yeah, and this is what we are going to test. If it works, I just used some strange combinations of numbers. So, but what I want to see is, okay, the maximum stop in points is 400, so 40 pips. And when I start the A, it should open the position. And we will check this now. Yeah, positions opened and stop loss is around 33 pips. Perfect. Yeah, it makes some statements like all this is for debugging. Like if something happens, you need all the values. And yeah, so when I change this to 30 pips, which would be below the 33 that it just used, it should make a statement, hey, trade cannot be opened, and trade shouldn't be opened. Yeah. So it should have been opened somewhere here, if I remember right. And yeah, at 3. Blah, blah, blah. So here, okay. And it made the print statement stop loss distance is higher than 300 points. And to be like concrete is this. Trade will not be opened. And it just checked it once. This is important. So this works the maximum stop. And yeah, the idea is what I told you, like that this works kind of an volatility filter without using an indicator. This is how I made it through my code. Yeah, and I guess that's it. Let's see how this works out and if we can turn profitable this month. Let's see. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.